watching live this evening. That's what it's called. But I don't have a whole bunch of time before dinner. And it's been a while since we've done one of these coloring pages. So I wanted to have a bit of a play and do one of these coloring pages again. Or I guess continue working on the same one we were working on a few weeks ago, months ago. It's been a bit since we last did this, but I've got a couple pens I'm still trying to run dry, so I figured we'd do this, we'd run some things dry, or work on running some things dry. We've almost run this pink dry, and I think, oh, those are pine cones. I was going to say I'll do those pink, but those are pine cones. So I guess this is sticking around for a little bit longer, unless I do the back of this mug pink. But let's grab, what color are raspberry flowers? I should know this, we grow raspberries. But honestly, I care mostly about eating them. They are like hot pink or white. Right. Are they hot pink? Images. Purple flowering raspberries. Those don't look like raspberries. Those look like raspberries. Raspberries are white with little red dots. So we're going to use this to color in the dots because this is royal rhubarb. I unfortunately only have one green inked currently, and so I think we're going to be running this green dry today because there's a lot of green in this. So this is the wrong green for all of these, pretty much. Yeah, it's too blue. Is it cheating if I already have it out on a palette? Do I have a green out on a palette? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't think I do. I think all the colors I chose to have out on palettes were bright. So we might have to dip into a bottle. Yeah, everything I've got out on a palette is bright, unfortunately. So let's grab something green and sparkly and fun. Knitted nettle? Knitted nettle seems green and sparkly and fun. Is that the green I want? Where's knitted nettle? I think knitted nettle will hide this well. So maybe we'll grab knitted nettle and we'll grab Emerald Gardens. Because both are quite bright. Do I have brushes over here? No. What am I gonna put you on / in? I don't know. I don't know. Aha! I do have a palette. And I've got a single clean pipette. Sometimes you win. What is this? This is knitted nettle, which I'm going to use to cover up that, hopefully. It's a pretty similar green, but is not identical. I need a second pipette, I guess, because otherwise it will look weird. I feel like I had a pipette rolling around on my desk. I did. Gale Force Green. Both of these are slightly sparkly. I'm putting a good amount of space between them just so that I can water them down as needed. Like that I cleaned a well and it was not the well this ink went into. We're just embracing these very blue raspberry leaves. I'll throw some of this on top. It may or may not help. You're in the way there. Do this leaf. Honestly, I don't hate this blue-green next to the raspberries as much as I thought I did, or was going to. It's much more blue-green than raspberries are in real life. But I think there's going to be enough other greens going on this page that it'll be okay. And I'll throw some brown on top of this cane, because new cane is greenish and then old cane is more brown. So I will throw some brown on top, but I think we're going to stick with sparkly brown. So I think I'll probably do Agent Auburn. Unfortunately, I've run a couple of those mushroom colors dry. There are many more mushrooms to go. I don't quite know what I'm going to do there. So the goal of this was always just to run pens dry, not have to ink new stuff up. I don't know that I'll accomplish that. Let's do these 2 leaves. Oh, I just cleaned it and we have more raspberry leaves. Oh, all right. I guess I'll re-ink this. Put these raspberry leaves. I didn't think I was going to like this blue-green for them, and I sort of do. Though I'm thinking for this frondy thing up here, we're going to do this more yellow-green. And then I still have to decide what I'm doing for all these other leaves. I guess I could mix some green with a little bit of brown that's in pens. All right, let's color this leaf. All right, we have this bunch up here, and we have those, and we have those, and we have all these leaves down here. I think these leaves are a mix of different greens, but that one up there is definitely going to be this paler green. I have a little bit of brown that I can get out of this pen. I think I do. It's more brown than I wanted. But I think that is the more olivey color I want for some of these leaves up here. Oh, I like that. They sort of look very fall. And we'll just add some more of other greens to tone that color some more. Because it'll also be our acorn. No, the brown will be our acorn color, but the green won't be. Oh, there's another oak leaf. I think I want a little more brown in that. It's not quite as olivey as some of the other ones were. I do really like this watercolor book because it can handle ink and paint so well. Let's clean the brush a little bit. And add some of that. Because I want it to be bright, but I want it to be a slightly less bright green. There we go. And because I'm just mixing Ferris wheel pressings together, or currently, and they're not going in a pen, I don't really have any concerns about anything weird happening. do all of these little leaves. I think that's a very fun green. I think I'm going to throw some of this green into this bunch of things over here. I just want a slightly darker color for the stem. There we go. Alright, where are the rest of our leaf colors? Do I have any of them in pens? And I think the answer is no. I don't have any greens inked up this month. I've got blues, but I don't have any greens. So we're going to throw this here. Just be that. This slightly darker one. It's going to be down here. Which now leaves us with many leaves to paint. So I'm going to grab some more of this brown and toss it over here. A little bit of this bluey green. And then a little bit of this green. A little bit more brown. Because these frondy things are going to be this very olivey color. Let's do this leaf over here. I love the subtle little bit of shimmer you get with these inks when you use them like this. Because they're not as shimmery as they'll be when you write with them. But you just have like a hint of glitter. right, let's do this little last frond in a bit. We're going to throw a little bit of this green up here and then a little bit down here. I think those are rocks, but we do have a couple little flowers up here that I want to do in this pale green for their stems. I'm going to do the bow on this in something bright, but I do have to do all the leaves and everything first. Everything that's like roughly the same. It's getting the same color. I love these sort of watercolor coloring books. They're so much fun. Now we're going to grab a different green. We're going to grab this green. There's some more brown. Hello, Wendy Sue. There will be swatching tonight. I just didn't have a big window between now and dinner, and so I decided to play with this book again because it's been a minute since I've had this book out, but it is a lot of fun. and it's always a good way to, you know, work on running pens dry. Though I seem to be pulling out just as many new inks tonight as I am using from pens, which doesn't help with the whole running of things dry, but whatever. Ooh, I'm excited to see what you've come up with. I still have to finish editing the last couple episodes of my Atlas class. I had an issue with the footage for a couple of them, but I think I figured it out, so hopefully this weekend, for the next couple days, hopefully the footage for that goes up. All right, now we're on to pine cones. Do I have any other browns inked up, or is this the one brown I have inked up? This is the one brown I have inked up. It is, I want to say it's a Derwent water brush. So you just, this unscrews and you fill this section with water and then you screw them back together. Normally they have caps, but I have a selection of water brushes, and so I never have mine capped, and I don't actually know which lids go with which of them anymore. So there's normally watercolor travel brushes, but I tend to use them for things like this because it's fun. Oh, I do have Hot Toddy still inked. All right, we'll make this work. Then we'll come through with the water brush. Dusk and Bloom from Ferris Wheel Press. And Madame Mulberry to an extent, though it currently isn't in any of my pens on the go. But Dusk and Bloom. Which is why I own a stupid number of bottles of it. This is not my favorite brown, but They're very pretty purple boots. I spent a lot of time doing those purple boots, and it was worth it to make me happy. But let's expand all of these. It's been such a busy week. But there was an exciting... I'm finally able to sort of talk about a project I've been working on. So if you go to Instagram, the pictures are up, and they're also up on the YouTube community tab. And it has been a very exciting project to actually get to be part of. And there's more to come. We're done with the green. Ah, no, we've got one more leaf. We have one more leaf. It's almost dinner time. All right, I think I'm done with this pen. Do I have a red inked up right now? No, but I do have Yamabudo. Sweet. That's gonna be my red. Actually, I'm gonna do these. Ooh, that's always a lovely day. I've not had the day off. I've had a very busy day. Ooh. That's always fun. How much do we think Yamabudo will move? Oh, that's fun. Ooh. Yes. I love using fountain pens like this on slightly damp paper, where it like pulls the color. Lovely. So I still need a mug color. I need a mug color and I need a bow color. I guess I need a color for all these books, and I need another blanket color. So the bow could be blue or pink or purple or gold. I could bring back in the gold that I used down here. That would actually be fun. Gold. Ah, I just realized I got my head in the shot. I'm still getting used to the camera being here. It's sort of awkwardly placed. I keep almost kicking it. I'm trying not to buy inks that are currently in my cart at Goldspot because I currently have a credit to Goldspot. And I'm trying not to buy ink. It's not going well. Oh, I guess it is going well because I haven't. No, so Goldspot does an affiliate link, not a code. Goldspot doesn't give out codes to anyone. So I have an affiliate link for Goldspot, but not a code. I forgot about this. Oh, I've got another mouse to do. I've got so many more leaves to do. I keep thinking I'm done with leaves and then going, oh, there's more leaves. Is that all the leaves? I hope that's all the leaves. Let's pull this in a little bit. All right, we've got one left. I'm gonna let everything dry down now. We've still got the mug. I don't know what color to do the mug. And I don't know what color to do the flowers. But we are going to do the acorn caps brown. Hopefully this has enough brown in it. We're going to go with this. I think William's trying not to buy a Visconti, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I think it's a Visconti. This is really a terrible camera angle. I keep getting my head in the shot. I like filming at this desk because it's got a slightly different chair at it, but really it is quite hard to film at. So. Ooh, that's gonna be a pretty pen. What color of Operex did you order? I just tried to put my Nabler cap on my water pen. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's not one I've heard of. I need a brown for this basket. It's also almost dinner time. Okay, we're gonna do this last berry because I think I've got time to do it. And then we're gonna end this because I think it's dinner time shortly. But maybe we'll come back to this later this weekend. We will be swatching inks this evening after dinner because I want to finish ink samples. I'm desperate to finish ink samples. So we will be going live after dinner. is what fair? All I see are Wendy's messages about Operex. What message are you referring to? Pretty happy with the progress we made today. Seeing as none of the leaves were painted when we started this, we've made quite a lot of progress this evening. And then after dinner, I will swatch inks. It will be a good time. There's a lot of inks to still swatch. All right, we're gonna end this here this evening, and we will come back in a little bit and swatch inks. Because I don't have a pen inked up to do the basket or the mug, and I'm still not convinced if these are rocks or not. And I don't know what color I'm doing the books. So that's a problem for another day. But luckily this time I only had to pull out 2 inks. And I've had to pull out more for this before. So it's been worse at times. Thank you, Wendy. It will be lovely, and then I'll come back and do other stuff.